Welcome to the Everything Podcast. I am your host, and in today's episode, we are going to be covering Fackham Hall. So as usual, what we're going to do is we will give you a little bit about the cast and the background of the movie. We'll watch the trailer together, and I will give you my thoughts. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So Fackham Hall is an upcoming period parody film set in 1930s England. It is directed by Jim O'Halloran and written by comedian Jimmy Carr, which I'm very excited to see, just so by the way. If there was a comedy writer that you should have used ages ago, that's him. So Jimmy Carr, in his screenwriting feature debut with Patrick Carr and the Dawson brothers. So this is like the basic premise of it. So Bleecker Street describes the film, a spoof that crosses Downton Abbey with Airplane and Monty Python. Fackham Hall follows lovable pickpocket Eric Noon as he lands a job at a unique English manor house. He quickly rises through the ranks and a forbidden romance with lady of the house Rose Davenport blossoms. But when an unexpected murder occurs, Eric gets framed, leaving Rose and her family's future perilously uncertain. So as far as the cast is concerned, there's a good one. So we have Ben Radcliffe. So he's been in, there's something that I think might have come out or has already. So The Rat's a Witch's Tale. Cuban Fury, which was about 11 years ago, so he must have been quite young in that one. And The Shepherd, it's actually a Disney outing. So he's playing Eric Noon, who I was talking about in the descriptive there. Then we have Thomasin Mackenzie. She's been in The Hobbit, The Battle of Five Armies, and Leave No Trace. So those are some of the more popular ones, I would imagine. Eileen as well. The Power of the Dog. So that's been hers. But she'll be playing Rose Davenport, which I mentioned a little bit earlier. Then we have Catherine Waterston. And I think people know her from Alien Covenant. That's probably the one that would shine the most. For me specifically, second to that, I think Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Very popular from that movie as well, which I quite enjoyed actually. She'll be playing Lady Davenport. Then we have Lizzie Hopley. She's going to be playing Phyllis Davenport, and she's been in quite a few different things. The 13th Tale, Little Boy Blue, Nowhere Boy. Seems to be a lot of boys in the titles here. She's also been in a sort of animated series type thing called The Infinite Quest with Doctor Who. So that I wanted to mention because Doctor Who is mentioned quite a bit on this channel. And then we have Emma Laird. She's going to be playing Poppy Davenport, and Emma's been in The Mayor of Kingston, or Kingstown, sorry. You could say it either which way. And A Haunting in Venice, The Brutalist and Satisfaction. So that's been the major ones there. Then we have Damian Lewis, who I like as an actor. He's playing Lord Davenport. And Damian Lewis has been in quite a bit. One of the good ones, my suggestions would be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where he actually played Steve McQueen, so go check that out. Then 2 more to go. It's quite a seriously big cast list here. But someone we've spoken about recently, which is Tom Felton. He's playing Archibald. And he was Draco Malfoy, and I think that's where people know him the most. He was actually in Rise of the Planets of the Apes, in that movie as well. And last but not least, the man himself, Jimmy Carr. So he's playing, what would you call that thing? A vicar, sorry. He's playing a vicar. So Yeah, that's basically the cost. And this is actually going to be, so Bleecker Street will release the film in cinemas in the United States on the 5th of December 2025 and the United Kingdom on the 12th of December 2025. I'm not really sure why though, because this seems like a very British thing, and then the Brits get it a week later. No good, not fair. Should be the other way around. The Brits should get it first. Anyway, yeah, so that was the basics of this, but let's have a look at the trailer for Fackham Hall. Yes, please. Comedy is back. Comedy is back, Britain. Well done. That looks amazing. There is so many jokes just in this trailer, and it's only 2 minutes 20, and it's jam-packed from beginning to end. Yeah, this is good. It looks so good. I am so happy right now that finally there's something that's stupid funny that I'm actually beyond excited about. This looks like it's going to be amazing. You can definitely tell Jimmy Carr's humor. A lot of the one-liner type stuff. Jimmy Carr's not really like a storyteller comedian where there's this monster story with one or two funny parts in it or whatever the case is, and then he gives the biggest punchline at the end. So he's very much a one-line comedian, one line at a time, which I like personally. One of my favorite comedians on the planet, if not my favorite. So his writing style, this is 100% down my alley. I love the goofiness of it, and then obviously there's jokes that are not just goofy, but really well written and funny. Very, very good stuff to be excited about. So, yes, please. I am so down. I'm so down to watch this. Go on and tell everyone how excited I am to see this. So, yeah, no, this is exactly the type of thing that I was excited about. Because the Naked Gun, if this was Britain's answer to the Naked Gun, it answered massively to say, you know what, we can do way better. And they did. The first Naked Gun, what they try to do is not miss a single piece of dialogue, a single frame. There's nothing that was wasted. So everything was, pushing for comedy, every single frame for frame. This looks like it's going to do that, which I think the last Naked Gun kind of missed the mark a little. It wasn't as funny as I was hoping it was going to be. The first maybe 10, 15 of it was amazing. And then it kind of fell off the cliff a little bit. And it kind of picked up at the end, but there was a whole section missing. So I hope that this won't go that route. I doubt it. Judging from the trailer, it's just everything in it was just brilliant. And there's a lot of little, you'll see, even if you look at some of the background stuff, like the LOL on the hymn numbers, the little poster where it gets torn and, the pejorative there, etc., etc. So there's not a single line of dialogue that was wasted in this trailer or frame, and it's great. I love to see it. So I am excited. Let me know if you're excited. Pop those in the comments below if you enjoyed today's trailer, as well as today's show. And then please do show us some love by liking, sharing, and subscribing. But that is it for today's episode of the Everything Podcast, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.